Right, tell me now, Melissa. Do we have sound now? I swear, I keep ordering these things. Lori says no sound. All right, I think we got sound on TikTok. Let me know if it comes back on. If not, I'll go out and come back in on Facebook. Is it back? Sorry, you guys, just trying to work out some technical difficulties. We're gonna have some fun today, and you guys are gonna help me. Thank you, Tortuga. This is on Facebook. All right, we got a thumbs up. We are good to go. Of course, now when this reposts to YouTube, I'm gonna get all this. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You know, a creator's work is never done. Anyway, you guys, welcome. Hello. I could not be more happy. I could not be more happy with how this piece turned out. And in Pride Month, you guys, in Pride Month. I mean, how perfect is this? What's funny is that I agreed to do, I offered to do some Pride themed, rainbow themed furniture for Daydream Apothecary because they really wanted us to all focus on that as much as we could as content creators. And I was like, oh, absolutely. And then I forgot. I'm actually emceeing a gay pride fashion show this Friday night, but I actually forgot that I was supposed to be doing rainbow furniture. But I guess part of my brain forgot. My deliberate brain forgot, but let's face it, obviously didn't. It was obviously in there good. What do you guys think? This is so awesome. I'm so excited by it. I'm so excited. Here's the thing. It's so crazy that it works. Like, there were certain parts of it where I was like, oh, I don't know. But then I just kept going further and further and further, and it was almost like I went so far that it came back around. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, or if you see it that way, but there's so much going on that I think it's almost like it's all part of one pattern. I don't feel like anything's standing out as crazier than the next. It would be like a bunch of creators at an event, like the one in Florida I'm gonna be at next week. Oh my God, next week. And like, there's gonna be so much crazy. I mean, I may not even stand out. Wait, I gotta think that through. No, I gotta stand out. At least stand out for something, even if it's just my hair. So, what we are doing today, my lovelies, my ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the other side so y'all can see. Isn't it? I think this is my favorite side. I think this is my favorite. It's just the perfect balance of pattern, no pattern, all kind of coming together. Hey, Denise. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to put on my glasses and it's sunny out. I will stand out. I will stand out no matter where. That's a blessing and a curse, my darling. That's a blessing and a curse. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. If those of you who've been with me from the beginning remember, and I know we've got a lot of new people on here, so welcome. I'm so happy to have you. I paint poured the back of this thing, and I basically destroyed it because it wasn't really good wood. Check out my YouTube video. Is it good wood? It's not PORN. It's just a YouTube video about finding, hey Tara, about finding wood pieces, okay? But it is kind of funny, y'all should check it out. Anyway, the back wasn't really good wood, and with all that pouring, I destroyed it. So I have a friend, Gary. Gary and I have gone way back here. He's a fantastic gentleman, such a sweetheart, and comes to all my stuff and comes to all my gigs. And one day he said to me, we're at the pool a couple weeks ago, and he was just like, if you need anything, you let me know. And I said, Gary, I know you're a woodworker. Yes, and like without skipping a beat, I said, can you help me? And I'm sure he was just trying to be polite, like, you know, just being a friend. But I was like, yeah, I do. I'm getting better about asking for help. I've always been very bad about it, and just wanting to do it all myself and injuring myself and exhausting myself and breaking myself. And now when people, be careful, because now if you say, Sue, can I help you? Yes, you can, please. So he cut this piece of wood for me to go in the back. I have primed it, and I have an idea of the color I want to do. Now, I know we could go with the idea of just completely going crazy, but actually I want to do one color. Don't hurt me. It's still going to be neon. It's not like it's going to be toned down or anything, but I either want it to be Sundance or Mom's Night Out, and we're going to do some testing so y'all can let me know. You still can't hear? Can you guys hear me? I fixed the microphone, and everybody else seems to be able to hear me okay now, Angela. Okay. Can somebody on Facebook, I'm sorry, this is such an annoying thing to keep interrupting about this, but can somebody on Facebook let me know if y'all can hear me okay? All right, so I'm gonna assume you can, unless you can't. Let me pull this up here, and then we're gonna discuss. We're gonna visualize. I kind of want to keep it like that. Hello. It's just kind of fun. I mean, this would be the perfect little puppet show. Facebook can hear you. Okay, great. All right, this is. I'm so sorry. You're in. Maybe you have the sound off because you're in the chiropractic office. I do wish we could have closed captioning on the lives. Do y'all know if we can do that? Message me if you know of a way to do that. All right, this is Sundance, okay? Mom's Night Out. This is neon red, and this is neon orange. The way we're gonna do this, the way we're gonna test is we're gonna roll it out on the shelf. We're gonna roll it out on the shelf because we have to paint these anyway. I've already primed them. And let's go ahead and paint it, and then we'll hold it up. Are y'all down with that? Is everybody down with this program? Okay. Oh, shoot. I meant to do the back. Oh, well. It's okay. We're all good. It's all good. And once we choose what we like, we'll do the back. We'll be able to tell pretty quickly. Let me tilt it down. If you can see through my shirt, get over it. There's nothing else I can do about that. There's nothing else I can do. Okay. Are we good? I think we're good. All right. Sundance was voted first. So let's put it on here and just kind of see how it looks. Now these are all neon colors by Daydream Apothecary Paints. Those of you who are anywhere near Tampa, Florida, I will be there next week. I'm gonna go see my cousins and my aunt and uncle for a day, and then I'm gonna head over and join with the Daydream team. And then I'm gonna be there, and then I even booked an extra night. I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna say where we're staying. We're staying in a really nice place. But I have a story to tell you. I have a story to tell you about calling them today. Y'all be the judge. Y'all be the judge. Y'all be the judge. I'm not gonna be predisposed to be fussy. But when I'm the customer, let's put this on. So basically, I wanna stay an extra night on this trip because people are like, oh my God, you know, I'm not going with my family. I have to hurry back. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going with my family. I'm gonna stay an extra night. I also figured I want as long as I can to hang out with these Daydream gals. You know, I don't know if they're gonna be there. I just was like, I know that after all this, I'm not gonna wanna just leave. I'm gonna wanna hang out with some people. So I was just like, if I stay, maybe they'll come. If I stay, maybe they'll stay. So I reached out to, I reached out to Tasha, who's organizing this whole event, Becca, and I could just tell that the girl has a lot going on right now. The last thing she needs to do is deal with me trying to add an extra day on. And I'm paying for it. I mean, God bless, they don't have to pay for my extra time. But I was like, do you want to do it? Should I do it? Who should do it? She's like, Sue, I'm so swamped. I'm like, I know. I'm gonna handle it. So I called. This is looking good. This might be our color. I'm so sorry, I can't see your comments right now while I'm doing this. I'm too far away. But I'll look, and y'all know I go back and read them. And I just like going right on. So anyway, I call the concierge, and at first he's nice. Well, first I said, hi, my name is Sue, and I da-da-da-da-da. He's like, what's your name? And he asked me my first and last name. And then he says, give me just a second. So I assume that he's looking for my room. And he takes like 10 minutes. Maybe, I exaggerate. So 10 minutes to me is probably 5 minutes. Let's just be real about that. And I'm like, wow, can he not find it? Is he confused? He must be busy, whatever. So he comes back on, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry for the wait. What's your name again? So I realize he's put me on hold, but he hasn't been able to do anything. I'm so sorry, the train is so loud. I'll try to get closer to you. He hasn't done anything. But I'm patient, you guys. I'm not a Karen. I'm not like up in people's faces. I'm calling a resort. I'm so excited to be there. I don't want to send any bad energy. So then he asked me all these questions, and he's like, what's the room, what's the name, what's the this, what's the that? Well, nothing came up because it's all booked under the group. And so I said the group name. He's like, oh, okay, I got it. I was like, great. He goes, I need to know specifically, I'm so sorry, it's the frickin' Tropicana train. Why does it have to be right now? Oh my God, this thing's like half an hour long. And he says, okay, so I don't know which room you're in, so I don't know how to extend it for a day. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's confusing. He's like, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call Natasha, I'm gonna ask her, and I'm gonna find out what room you're in. I said, no. I said, don't do that. I said, please don't do that. He's like, well, that's the only way to figure it out. All right, here it comes. Just let this go. Are you done? I don't know why I get so irrationally angry at noise, but it just feels so interrupting. All right, I think it's about time. So it's like, no, don't call Natasha. The whole reason I'm calling is we're not bothering her. She's got enough going on her plate. So I said, here's what we're gonna do. I said, just book me a room. Just book me a room anywhere. I don't care. If I have to go pack it all up and move for a night, there are worse first world problems than having to move from one gorgeous hotel room to another gorgeous hotel room. It's fine. So, I got this baby. So I said, just book me a room. He's like, okay. And I'm not yelling at this point. I'm like, I just like, don't call her. I don't want to bother her. You're not getting that. But I was polite. I swear I was polite. And I said, no, another train just came. I'm laughing because there's another train. So then I said, you like it? That? I'm like screaming at this train. Color you are using. Oh my God, you're right, Sam. Sam's like, I've manifested Tropicana train. It is the Tropicana train. Do y'all know how much I hate Tropicana now? Because it runs through my town. And it's been there the whole life. It's so long. It's so loud. Anyway, so I said, don't mess with her. So then I said, just book me a room. It's fine. And he's like, okay, I just need your credit card. And y'all, I'm not a wealthy woman. I will splurge on myself, and I will hand over my card for many a thing, and I will pick up the tab at dinner. But he didn't tell me the price, and I knew he was getting a little bit like, okay, oh God, thank God that train is over. He goes, I was like, and I'm trying to sound friendly, not desperate, but I was like, hey, yeah, sure, just like, what's the price? Just like, what's the price? And he tells me, I'm like, okay, I mean, that's reasonable. And so then he's like, so number? I'm like, oh, he's getting testy now. I was like, absolutely no problem, let me get it for you. Now I have all my credit cards in my computer. And so I'm pulling it up. Remember, he kept me on hold for a long time, and I've been uberly friendly, even though I'm being a pain in the butt because I don't want to be a pain in the butt to somebody else. So I'm making him deal with me so Natasha doesn't have to deal with me. I get it. I'm transferring the annoyance, but I'm being perky friendly, overly so. And then I'm like, oh, it's almost up. I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for my computer to load. Like, I'm so freaking apologetic. It's like gross. And then he goes, it's just that we have a line forming here, ma'am. If you could just hurry it up. I'm sorry, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? I'm sorry, what? Like, I'm going, but I did not snap. I did not get snarky. I went, oh my God, I'm sorry, it's here. He's like, I understand. It's just a busy day and we have a lot of people waiting while you're figuring this out. What happened to the customer is always right? I wasn't rude. I was just taking up an inordinate amount of time. But what's the what's the difference between somebody being rude and quick about it or someone being annoyingly long but earnest, right? Right? So the problem is that my snark does not come on immediately, unless it's like answering Facebook comments. Then my snark is like, bam, it's so fast. I mean, especially on TikTok, it's like lightning fast. My snark is like, oh. But when I'm dealing with customer service, and especially someone who's kind of in a position of power over my enjoyment of a situation, I'm usually going to defer to them. And so it wasn't until I got off the phone that I was like, damn, that was rude. Rushing me up when I'm just trying to solve a problem of somebody's that's mine that I don't want to. And I even said to her, like, I'm so sorry. I know I'm making you take longer because I don't want to annoy someone else. But I must have said that 18 times. He did not care. But I just thought, you know what? I don't need to know that there's a line. I don't need to, with what you're charging for rooms, you know. Hire another concierge. Anyway, it's fine. I was polite, I was friendly. I only got like a little snarky after to myself, actually to Sadie. And I'm super excited, but I just don't think I need to know that I'm holding people up if I'm trying my best. I just don't think I need to know that. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? My brat. Oh, okay, don't answer that because we already know that. But all right, here is Sundance. I promise I'll do the next one faster. Can you guys see it okay? I feel like TikTok can't see it well enough. Okay, let's light it up. Okay, all right, so here, we're just gonna set that there. We're just gonna set that there. We're just gonna take that in. I personally, I don't know. I was gonna say I wanted it darker, but that looks pretty freaking awesome. That looks pretty freaking awesome. There's no patience left in the world. I know! They couldn't wait a minute. Yeah, there was not a level of customer service. You know what it was? It wasn't even like the level of customer service, is that he just had no patience for me, and there was no amount of friendly. There was no amount of friendly that I could offer to make up for it. Like, here's how I would have been, because I've been in customer service for so long. I might have been like, here's how I would have been. Here's how I would have been. If I had like an overly friendly, 50-something-year-old rambling on while I had a line of people waiting that she couldn't see, because I couldn't see because I'm on the phone. Here's how it would have been like, like I would have like let it all out, like, absolutely, Miss Older. No, we totally understand. Like, that's okay. Maybe he couldn't do that because there were other people waiting. But zip it, hold it in, do your job. Do your job. Anyway, I'm so excited. I'm gonna be totally over this in 37 minutes. I'm never gonna speak of it again. And I'm gonna have the time of my life. And the place looks amazing. If you're in Tampa or near there or Clearwater, whatever, there's a special event, a live auction, an art event. It's wine and cheese. I bought some clothes without paint on it. Come. And we can go hang out. We can go hang out by the front desk and be annoying. No, I haven't let go yet. All right, almost. Mom's night out. Let's look at it. Let's see how this is gonna rock and roll for us. Oh, this is a little crunchy. It's a little crunchy. I don't know, you guys. Are we gonna? I can't tell what we're gonna do. Can't tell what we're gonna do. So I have been practicing the technique that I will be teaching. Y'all, I haven't done the Tanglewood Sue Smush and Mush in so long. Like, it just hasn't been called for. I had to remind myself how to do it. And I'm putting together a little like cheat sheet for people. I'm gonna be teaching 70 people. And y'all, it's gonna be, I am so excited for this, but we're gonna be painting a piece every 4 hours for 2 groups. So hour and a half, bam, hour and a half, bam, that piece gotta be done. So the thing is, with my smush and mush technique, it has to dry overnight. And you can't hit it with a heat gun and say that's enough, because drying something isn't curing something. And even a full night of drying is not curing. But I'm gonna have to adapt my methods, because if you guys here's where I'm gonna get a little teachy. When you are blending or putting your paint colors on top of one another and blending, as I like to do with paints that reconstitute, like Daydream and like Debbie's, and you don't want to pull up the layer underneath, you know, you got to be gentle, or you got to let that dry overnight. You kind of do, and I'm not going to have that. So I'm going to have to do the smush and mush technique on things that are just dry, like heat gun dry, which is going to be different. And I'm so glad I'm practicing, because there's nothing worse than being like, oh yeah, I got this, I do this all the time. What the hell is happening? And I'm in front of all these people, and this is just pulling up, and then they're like, is that pulling up? Like, I've had that happen. All right, let's look at this. Let's look, my darlings. Let's look and decide which color we want to do. Hold on, I'm sorry. I guess it probably would have been easier to move the piece than move you guys. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't know if I can balance this on here. If it doesn't, if we don't breathe, y'all aren't too up for it. I'm so worried it's gonna just fall. It's just gonna fall. Okay. Okay. All right. I can't decide. I think I'm drawn to Mom's Night Out, but Sundance is, dang it! All right, to the vote. Betty says both. Well, we gotta paint the back. We gotta paint the back. So we're gonna have to pick one color. I'm leaning to Sundance, people. Team Orange. As soon as she says Team Orange, I've had one. You know what, Andrea, that is, you know, if it had been just about me, but I am not about to cause a ruckus. Look, I am already known for causing a ruckus. The last thing I'm gonna do is pre-cause a ruckus before I have even arrived, like have created some kind of drama around myself just trying to book a room. Like I knew, like old Sue might have been like, can I talk to your manager? And felt completely justified. But grown-up Sue is like, I am representing a team of people. I am not gonna make a wave. I am not gonna make a wave. I gave him my credit card and I said, thank you so much for your help. You're awesome. That's all he's gonna remember of me. That's all he's gonna know. I'm not gonna get anybody in trouble this time. I will tell you these famous words. I will not tell you who said them. I will not tell you who said them, but they were said to me. At an event. Those of you who know me know this story. Don't you spill the beans. I'm just gonna tell it because it's funny. Don't you say who it was. I went up to a person in control of a situation because I was not having my needs met on a certain level, and I said, what did I say? I said, I know I can see that you're really busy right now, and I don't want to interrupt you. And this person said to me, then don't. And that just resonated through my core. Yeah, I just step away from that energy. I've learned to just, what's that movie? Is it Hot Tub Time Machine? Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Evacuate the situation. When you are dealing with unreasonableness in character, you cannot reason your way out of it. You cannot make it better. Just back your butt out of the situation. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Okay? All right. I think it's Sundance. I'm ready to do this. I haven't seen any votes otherwise. The top one for the back. Okay, Wicked Evil wants Mom's Night Out. Here's the thing, if we do Sundance and we don't like it, up Team Orange. I'm so sorry, you guys. Top one, peach, orange, orange, orange. I'm just scanning these. I'm scanning to see the votes really quickly on TikTok. Show each alone. Oh, good idea. Betty, there you go. Okay. Oh, let me move this out of the way. Sorry. Anyway. I feel like the brightness of this doesn't bring your eye to it. I kind of want the back to disappear and let you display your stuff. So that's a little bit lighter. Where I feel like Mom's Night Out is more grounding, is darker, but almost says, here's the thing, it's just like my story. These two are my story. I'm Mom's Night Out. Look at me, listen to me. I'm the annoying, well, that's not an annoying color, but I think this is a bright but non-competitive color. That's what I'm thinking. Betty likes Mom's Night Out. Okay. We've got a lot of Team Orange. We're gonna try Sundance. Forgive me, Betty. I'm gonna try it, and then I'm gonna hold it up there. Let's do it. Let's just do it. If we decide that we don't like it, part of the reason I'm going this way is that it'll be easier to go over one than the other. I mean, we can go one darker. So let's, sorry, I didn't mean to just cover your face there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I do think there is a distinct lack of patience right now in general. And that's also, it's just the world we live in, you guys. I'm from the South, you know. Now we have our own way of being rude, and our way of being rude is the bless your heart kind of way. We're just smiling with our teeth grit. Y'all better believe it. We will have nothing. We will have none of it on the inside. But on the outside, we are pouring your sweet tea, baby. Look at this, let's have fun. If you see my latest TikTok, it says what I said the other day. If you can't figure out something creative because you're sitting there wondering why you can't figure out anything creative, it's because you're sitting there. Get up off your arse and do something, anything. That is my message. If you can't write a story, go write down your grocery list. And then something is gonna spark you. Something's gonna spark you and be like, oh my God, I have a story about frozen peas. I'm gonna write that story down. I swear to God, I know that's an exaggeration, but it's kind of not. If you cannot find your creative mojo and you cannot figure out what to paint, do what I just did. Just do what I just did. Just pour it out. Just have fun with that. And then all of a sudden, your brain gets the message. Oh, you want to have fun. You want creative sparks to flow. Why didn't you just say that? Your body has to say that. If you are not able-bodied, whatever part of you can move. Honest to God. I did a post using someone else's audio that was talking about if you are able-bodied and broke, and I realized how many, I mean, this sounds like a naive thing to say, but there's a lot of non-able-bodied people out there, and I would imagine it would be annoying to have able-bodied people say, just get up. If you can't just get up, that would be really annoying. So I want to say that whatever you can do, whatever movement you can make it. I put way too much paint right there, so I'm going to scrape off a little bit and put it right back in. Put it right back in. If I had my squeegee, but my squeegee is in the cleaning room. It's in the cleaning room. Anyway, start moving. And if you don't have any paint supplies or you don't have what you need, just go out and play in the dirt, play in a garden, play on the playground. Like, I don't know. Sometimes when I put things out there on social media, people just want to argue with me. Well, I don't have a playground. Well, I don't have dirt. Well, I don't have money. Well, I don't have this. Well, I don't have that. You also don't have a very good attitude. That's what I want to say. Let's start with your attitude. So people have a lot less than you who feel like they have a lot more. Am I right? Goodness gracious. I got into it with one gal on YouTube and I was like, well, I started my business with nothing. Well, I don't have nothing. I mean, she just wanted to argue with me. Well, paint's too expensive. Not if you go buy Oops Paint. It's $5. And then she's like, well, I can't afford $5. I'm like, you know what I say to that? You're freaking on YouTube. Are you at the library? No. I guarantee you're on your phone. Oh, I'm getting snarky. Okay, sorry. Let's go. I'm just getting I just get sassy. There's sassy and there's snarky. Sassy is just me being a brat, but I don't really mean anything by it. Okay. I don't know how to, all right, I'm gonna back this up. I gotta back this up so it holds in place. I don't want it to fall down. Hold on. There we go. I've got it kind of propped. Kind of like, oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. What do y'all think? That's not the color I was gonna do. Not the color I was gonna do at all. You would do black. I could see that. It's not really my style though, but I could see it. Oh, we are gonna paint something black though. We're gonna paint something completely black. I'm so excited about this. And I'm ordering a few new art supplies to do a special effect. Devlin loves it. Thank you, Devlin. Debbie, thank you, Debbie. User 4394. I did not always trust the process at all. My next blog post is called Is It a Fail? It's coming out tomorrow. It'll drop. It's coming out tomorrow. You'll get it on your email Saturday morning at 5 a.m. That's when I send them out. I don't get up to do that. I schedule them. It's called Is This a Fail? And it talks about me almost getting on the, not even close. I'm going to say almost getting on the Drew Barrymore show, but I would say I was so far removed from that even being a close proximity to that. But it is a part of my story. Because basically the producer wanted to have me fail so that I could be playfully ridiculed. But I wasn't playing it. I wasn't playing it because I believe that we have to fail in order to succeed. We have, that sounds so cliche, but there's no, oh my God, I just trust the process. There's no just doing it from the get-go and trusting the process. Did you get on the bike for the first time and trust the process? Did you parent for the first time and trust the process? Did you cook for the first, I can't think of any single thing, including that you could just trust the process the first time. Can y'all? I can't. There's no such thing. So trusting the process means you've done it enough that you have a better idea of where it's going and how it's going to work out. I don't mean to be preachy to you, darling. I really don't. Or gentlemen. I don't know who you are. But I don't mean to sound that be preachy. I'm just all about overcoming that because I think people think that there's some people who just trust and just do it. And then there's some people who will never do it. And I'm just saying, no, you're forgetting that the first person, the only thing they trusted was that they weren't going to die if they tried. That's all. The only thing I trusted when I started furniture painting was that I was not going to die and I was not going to waste my money because I didn't spend any money. I got Oops Paints, furniture on the side of the road. I bought some plaster Paris. I put it in my paint. I watched YouTube videos. I made furniture and then I started selling it in my dining room. That's it. Okay. I love this. Are we good? Are we done? I feel like I've been preaching at you guys today. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like that. I just get excited. And then I get preachy. Oh my God, I'm like a Jewish proselytizer of paint. Oh, there's a new title. The Jewish paint proselytizer. I don't know, it doesn't, I think I like what if better. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it all that. I'm good. All right, any questions? Oh, that's so sweet. TikTok, my user friend says it's not preachy, it's motivational. I'm glad it came off that way. Your boss called you and I missed how you started. You want me to do the whole live again, Morgan? Okay, first I have to put my mic on that obviously wasn't working because you couldn't hear me. Basically what we started with today was we finished the piece and, well, almost finished. I still have to paint the inside. Y'all, look at this. It's crazy. It's all drips. I gotta clean that up. I'm gonna take this out so that you can fit a laptop in here. And then we just wanted to figure out what colors, and we were deciding between Mom's Night Out and Sundance, and I overrode everybody who voted for Mom's Night Out, even though that was the color that I wanted to do. Oh, starting. Betty, if I didn't have you on here as like a social interpreter, you and John are both. I like come in here and I read a comment and I just make up my own context. My business I started, well, that's a long story. It involved heartache and financial ruin, and a move from the West Coast back to the East Coast. But as far as, and that I will write out for you in a comedic, heartfelt memoir. I better write it down fast though, because I'm starting to lose my faculties. I don't remember everything anymore. I'm just gonna make shit up. But basically, I started with a paint I got at the salvage yard. That's even cheaper than Oops Paints. It's like $2 or $3. If you don't have a salvage yard, go to Home Depot and get a pint of Oops Paints for $5. $5. And then I got some, I watched YouTube videos on how to make my own chalk paints, and I used and abused every formula I found until I got one that worked well for me. And then I splurged on the wax because I didn't feel like making my own wax. I did splurge on that, I will admit. And then I started selling at fairs, festivals, Eastern Market. I just made a lot of friends who took care of me, and yeah, that's it in a nutshell. I took the money, and there was no investment. There was no nest egg of, oh, I think I'll start a business with this $500 or $5,000 or $50,000, or, you know, there was no. We actually had a financial planner come to our house and say, whatever you do, do not start a business, Sue Oldermaudiel. You are not allowed to start a business because you guys need to get back on your feet. And I went, I promise, I will not start business. I started business the next day. Absolutely, Morgan. All right, you guys. Hello, Brush by Design. So glad to see you guys here. So lovely. All right, go check out my latest shorts. They are pretty funny. I think they're pretty funny. I mean, I crack myself up. Because when all else fails, I crack myself up, and I guess that's a pretty good thing. Have a fantastic day. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna bike over and go see some of my friends making some music down the street, food truck, and then Sadie and I are gonna go underwear shopping at TJ Maxx. Woo! I know how to live the life. Okay? Goodbye, my darlings. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Look at me figuring out where the button is. Goodbye, my darlings. We'll see you soon.